Hey guys, here we are working on Mule by Kenny Burrow. It's in C, not C minor, C major, or C7, So if you're a regular in mine, you know I'm not a huge proponent of, I'm going to just move to A for ease of picturing this, but playing pentatonic stuff with my pinky. Because it forgoes the ability to do these expressive pinky bends that if you're not the inventor of the pinky bend, we're often doing that kind of thing, as well as leading up into pentatonic too and being on the strong fingers that we want to use. But some of these jazz cats, they do obviously take the standard jazz approach of 4 fingers, 4 frets, and then the instructions are supposed to go, and then you swap out your pinky for your ring when there's a bend note. But like what we're going to see here, what you get is a really single note heavy style where it's like the person will forgo doing bends in that position, any of that stuff, or alternate in and out is more the approach. So let's give this a listen and we'll see why I'm going to advocate for considering it as an option this time when so often not so much. Yeah, so we're going to see him go like slide up rather than like we would usually do, so forth. And later a phrasing will come up with, which is is pretty telling. Let me bring this up. All right, so the first 2 riffs, I do believe he is actually, and so pretty much he is following the jazz guy instructions of only when you're going to bend. So we see, sorry, our standard, I'm bending up to a unison punk rock approach, but yeah, the melody's just, so then we get, and that's us sliding up to this major scale note right there. Same as doing that. Anyway, then he says, so here's us just now. Yeah, so there it is. So then we get so yeah, let's conclude he's using his ring so far and then maybe not ever again, except for, so then we get that's us just backing up in our most common use of the blue note from the blue scale of flat 5 right there, what we often, instead of go, but we'll see him do both. So there it is. When we're in this position, lends itself to that more than, so yeah, we were like, yeah, so there we go. So that time it's just the normal pentatonic note. All right, so we go obviously pentatonic 2, and we're going to advance with our middle finger so that we end up here, even though it's inefficient for I'm chilling there for where we want to be able to get over on this side and work it out for what it's actually useful for. The exception would be when you're just like, and go back, which this could be, because he just goes and does that. So you could really make an argument for either. Again, the more versatile approach would be on your strong fingers, so that if you wanted to get over here, you could. But in this instance, he's kind of doing that, not actually going over to the far side of it. So we might as well actually use our ring finger and go. Then that puts us in good position for this type of movement, where you actually play something other than what we expect. Because yeah, so right. Sorry, there it was. so that's pretty cool. He pips back with his first finger. We don't hear that a lot. So there's our first big clinker, our sixth. The I can do this or I can do that semi-Mixolydian bright box that we play in major keys. Hey, cool. So that's what he just did. And chances are we just got to the 4 chord when he gets to that, which is F right there. So it makes sense that would be a long tone, or the actual melody note rather than just bending there. Yeah, and he actually goes, I'm minor, then I'm major. So that's pretty slick. All right, so I like to, that is the same as going R, or rather, sorry, C. But a really tasty way from the timbre, it sounds like to me it's this root, and then, we have our blue note, our flat 5, 1 fret back on our first finger so often. Something I do a lot in pentatonic 5 behind the box. But hey, here's what he actually just did. Was this? And then we hop over to the other side of it. So we need 2 fingers for this. So then it's just, and he's doing the ring finger lay down. So there he just said minor, minor, and then he's going to say major. And, so far just minor. That's the subsequent lick I was thinking of. There it is. Then we go straight down major. So we're like, and kind of our most classic movement. So there we are. You might do a little trill there, but it would sound fine to go. So now, this is the kind of thing that has me thinking about using my pinky ever, but having started with, I'm starting to think we just do our standard approach of, except then he actually plays this series of notes. That's where we end. So, and that's what made me think about it, was he who goes and ends up on his first finger that way. So that had me thinking about going, pinky. But it wouldn't be that big of a bummer to go and just recover from it. But yeah, there you go. Pick him. For all we know, he goes, but I'm really not an advocate of that. So there we go. Like that. We get, rather, yeah, so. What he said exactly was. Yeah, so. Or, both equally likely. We're going through our chord for a major, another one of the same finger requests in a row. This wasn't the most cohesive ever, but there we go. So, Oh. Appears to be us, actually.